So what was the statement that you just made? What was the point that you were wanting to make with us? Can you find those words again?
Yeah, I find myself, like, when it comes to someone that I want to be with, when I get that good feeling because, like, I'm feeling good with myself, I notice things are harmonizing between me and them very well.
Well, you're very persuasive then, even if they're not really right on your wavelength. When you are in concert, in vibrational concert with your inner being, your attraction power is on steroids. Your power of positive influence is so huge when you are feeling great.
Yeah, and I find myself when I don't feel great, it all down spirals, and I have a difficult time pulling myself out to
so
feeling
what's the
great.
answer? Here's some multiple choices. When I don't feel great, should I keep talking? No. When I don't feel great, should I try to explain? No. When I don't feel great, what should I do? Anything and everything you can to feel better. Take a break, take a walk, put your feet in a bucket of water or a bigger bowl of water. In other words, do something that changes your focus. Meditate, quiet your mind, allow your vibrational cork to float, and then, because every conversation you have with yourself or with someone else when you don't feel great never leads to what you want. Never, ever, ever. However, it does launch more rockets. It does make the calling stronger. But in that red hot minute, talking it over is not going to give you any results that you're going to get to witness right then.
And I've noticed that's where I go to. Like, if something is bothering me or I'm not feeling great, I try to talk it out to feel.
Almost everybody does, because remember, the goal of most is to be right, not to feel good. So all that conversation becomes a debate or a competition about who's really right. And do you ever get from the other one, well, I hear what you're saying to me, but when something similar was happening to you, you did that. In other words, your Abraham buddies will get all over you about your discord, but that hasn't got anything to do with anything, does it? It's just how I feel right now and what I'm doing about it. Here's the rule of thumb that we would give to ourselves if we were standing in your physical shoes. If you're feeling great, talk. Milk it, express it, dramatize it, explain it, smile about it, use hand gestures, point in every way you can to the things that you feel excited about, because only good and gooder can come from that. If you're not feeling so good, do your best to clam up. Do your best to not explain it, not dramatize it, not express it, not use hand gestures.
No, it makes sense. And I find myself when I feel not the best, I get worried, like I have to think about what I want more because I don't want my desire not to happen.
Well, here's the thing. That is describing a little bit of mistrust is too strong a word in your case. Misunderstanding might be a better word, but not really trusting quite yet the realness and the bigness of your vortex. And so you just get better and better at that. Every now and again, you'll get wadded up in something that seems to require your attention because you're wadded up in it. In other words, something happened. And so it's easy to notice what happened and have a knee-jerk response to it. As that's happening to you, if you are increasingly aware of the way you feel and you've really made a decision that you're going to do your best to quiet things down when you feel like that and ramp things up when you doubt her. And it's not an easy thing to do because the law of attraction doesn't make it easy for you. Because when you're trending, there's momentum. And when there's momentum about thoughts are being fed to you and you're picking them up. In other words, you're all psychically receptive to thoughts that are in the air. It's like you could walk into a room and see the looks on somebody's face when they look up and see you, and the look on their face might not be a good look, which has nothing to do with you, but you might take it personally. That would be a good time to look down. That would be a good time to withdraw. That would be a good time to not say in your own mind, what's wrong with you? Or what's up with that? Don't engage mentally with anything you don't want more of. You don't want more of scowls. You don't want more of hand gestures in the street. There are a lot of things that you don't want more of, and 100% of the time they feel bad when you're having some of it. And so again, Abraham, now you're not just teaching selfishness. Are you actually telling us to put our head in the sand? And we say, yes, and when you get your head in that hole, meditate. You see, we can't ask you to not look at that. We can't say, don't give your attention to that, because now you're giving your attention to that thing that we don't think is a good idea for you to give your attention to. So when we say withdraw from that bad thought, your mind's on that bad thought, and now you're thinking about that bad thought, and you might even get all justified and self-righteous as you justifiably ignore that thought, but you're still offering a vibration about it because you're still pushing against it. So the key is to just want so much to feel good that you practice it when it's easy. And then the more you practice it when it's easy, the more easy it will be to do it more and more of the time. You create through your focus. You create through your focus. Your focus causes you to emanate a vibration which meets up. Now sometimes you see something, and you seeing it is what makes you aware of a vibration. Jesus said, turn the other cheek. And that's exactly what he was talking about. Seek those things that feel good to you, and don't amplify or add to or attract those things that don't. Abraham, you teach selfishness. Yes, we do. Because if you're not selfish enough to tune to who you really are, then you don't have anything to give anybody anyway.